All right, so next video in this series is on your offer. So whatever it is you're trying to put out to the world, I don't care what business you're in, you have an offer. And they talk a lot about niching down these days. If everyone's your client, no one's your client. So you really want to start to begin to get in the mind today of what it is that you offer. What result can you provide for somebody? And I don't care if you're a real estate agent, I don't care if you're an MLM, I don't care if you are just an entrepreneur that's buying products from China and selling them on Amazon. You've got to offer something that you're doing, that you're putting out there to the world. That is your brand, your image, your philosophy, your psychology, your commitment. The level of emotional response that you evoke in somebody is created. They're pulled into your world by your offer. You're offering something. Even when you walk down the street in Venice or in a shopping mall, you see lots of people making offers. And even if you look into the mall, say you look into like an Abercrombie, they're making an offer, not just for clothes, but they're selling weird sex, I guess. It's like naked guys everywhere. If you look at a Victoria's Secret, they're making an offer, not just of underwear, but of an image, a brand. And so when you put an offer out to the world, we want to get associated to what we're offering, how we're offering it, some of the language that is already in the minds of our clients. What we call pillow talk, and I'll touch on that in a little bit. But today, what we're going to talk about is your offer, what you're offering to the marketplace, to the world, what you're offering to the clients, what you're offering to the people you care about, the people in your sphere, your circle, your community, your group. So you've got this offer. So as you're thinking about your offer, what you're offering to the world, again, if everybody's your client, no one's your client. So it's going to help you really get clear about how you can help somebody. If you think about who have you already helped, you think about a client, somebody in your world that you've already helped, the biggest result that you got for them. Like, think of this one person, their name. And so when you're talking and you're doing your videos or your content or writing, you're thinking about that one freaking person. And if you've not had a paying client, you think of somebody that you just helped. Or if you've not even helped anybody, think of yourself, where you're talking to yourself. And it's interesting, when I watch a lot of people's YouTube videos and their writing and things like that, I realized this a long time ago. Pretty much every coach is just coaching themselves. They're talking to a slightly younger version of themselves, or they're still talking to themselves. They're like, you gotta fucking da 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 da. And they're like, so that's how they talk to themselves. And so if they're talking about grinding and hustling, they're talking to a younger version of themselves. And so you got to realize that. So it's really interesting. One of my great coaches and friends and mentors is a guy named Jesse Elder, and he put out this training the other day. He says, focus on these 6 words when you filter the experience of one of your teachers. Make sure that they can really solidify these 6 words. And I don't want to go on this tangent too much, but the 6 words are this: nothing to prove, nothing to hide. They're not trying to prove something to the world and like fucking da 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 da, and they don't have anything to hide. And so when you're connecting with somebody, making sure that you feel something. But if you're trying to prove something, maybe you'll connect with people who are also trying to prove something. But it is a zero-sum game, as you will find. But think about somebody, you're one person that you've helped the most. And so your language becomes, you know what, hey, Bob or Susie, you won't use their name, but when you're talking to things, you're thinking about that one person, because it's easier to talk to one person in your video than it is 1,000 people. So first step, one person, and you're thinking about the exact result. So maybe for today, what you can do is write down the name of somebody that you've helped. Think about how specifically you got them results. And by the way, a result isn't their happier. A result is a result, just like a goal, always has an event attached to it or a number attached to it. They lost 20 pounds, they got into the CrossFit thing, they did something, they bought the car, there was an experience, they went to the vacation, something happens. I'm feeling, lighter. Did the person take a dump? I don't know. It's like you want to make sure that you're clear. And that's a lot of the problems with people's testimonials and things like that. And I'll talk about that in different training. But how do you actually get those results with people? And how do you get them to give you testimonials that are results based, not feeling based? Because feelings are great, but people will buy more into what you are selling if they're seeing that other people are getting tangible results, not just feeling good. And you want to offer perspective, but you also want to make sure that their perspective provides a tangible result. So you don't want to be a life coach, you want to be a freaking results coach. You don't want happy clients, you want clients to get freaking results. It's like that's the name of the game. And so you think about one person, you think about the exact results that you provided for them, and you think about what else? What else? So they got some result, say in their business. They made $20,000 extra that year. They lost 20 pounds. They doubled their income. They went on that vacation. They got into the CrossFit thing. Whatever it is. If you're a health coach, if you're a fitness coach, if you're a real estate agent, they bought their dream home, so you provide a result. And you think, well, how else did it affect their life? Well, it's not only did they move into their dream home and save 20,000, they were able to take that 20,000 that we helped them with their last sale, their sale of their previous home. We did a 1031 exchange, and now they've put that money into a college fund for their kid, and now little Jimmy is there. So how else? So you want to start to think this for yourself. So you're not just providing results. You're not just providing results in the one area they came to you for, but you think about to really get yourself associated to your purpose and your mission and why it is so important for you to be out there changing people's lives. Not only did they buy your ticket, come to your event, and get some result, but that confidence got them a relationship. That relationship, got them into a company or a business or think about other areas of the life. Somebody's spiritual life, their physical life, their emotional life, their relations, their fun, their happiness, whatever. And so maybe now they've got more time because they bought your program, your system, and now they're able to spend that time with their kids. So it's important for you and for them to really get yourself associated to what you have is so freaking powerful. So you think about one person, get the exact result that you got from them. Did you provide the result? What is that person and how did you provide the result? What else happened as a result of you getting them the result? And then third, what would have been the cost if they didn't buy your product, hire you as a coach? What would have been the cost to their family, their relationship, their health, their well-being? What would have been the cost? And so you want to get some of these language patterns down so that when you're putting out copy or marketing to your clients, you've got this. And so right now, talking about the word, so step 4, as you can see there, and you might want to go back over this video, but think of your client's biggest pains. And you want to start to think about the exact words or what we call pillow talk. And that's a phrase that I got from Kevin Nations. I pulled a lot from Kevin Nations. He's been not somebody I know personally, but he's kind of a mentor to all the mentors of his of sales and marketing. So everybody that's he's like the grandfather, granddaddy of sales. More on that in a different video as well. But basically, he says that you want to think, people don't stay up at night and think, I want to decrease my tax returns by 18% or increase them, right? I want to make sure that the fiduciary responsibility of my bank is intact. They don't talk in this language. We think I'm going to increase somebody's returns, or they think can I put my kids in school? Why am I going to have a heart attack like my father? Why won't my dick get hard? It's like stuff like that. You think about when a client is in bed and it's 3 a.m, they can't sleep, they roll over, they look at their wife, and she's awake too, or vice versa, and they say something to each other. Something's keeping them up. What are we going to do about Jimmy? He's got no discipline, and this is what. And then they hear about you, and they hear about your martial arts class, or where they could learn discipline, or this after-school program for what self-defense. It's like our kid's a little bit off, or he's not following through, or he's just not happy. Or maybe you're something that your clients are saying to themselves, they're not happy, they're fat, they're broke, they're not spiritually connected, whatever it is. So you want to think in terms of the exact language. Before this video gets too long, I'll let you know, it's like a lot of my clients say, it's like I'm working so hard, spinning my wheels, and I'm putting myself out there. I've gone to all the seminars, but I'm still not getting the results. Have you ever felt like you're not getting the results, like you're not closing sales, like you're not making money? Or you're out there in your process and you have something to give, but you get inside of your head. So I hear that. So I didn't want to cut this off before it gets too long, but do this, take a screenshot of it, and I'll see you in the next video.